Hey my lovelies, I hope you're all safe and well. It's Mitch here. I'm just coming on to do this Monday's guidance reading. So before we look at this week's cards, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that came to see me on Saturday over in Swindon at Rowan's Closet, run by the fantastic Kelly. It was a beautiful day of readings, some amazing connections coming in. I was really lucky as well. I had some gorgeous feedback from clients on how they really felt empowered by the readings. I even was gifted a box of cheeky chocolates from a client, so that was pretty cool, as well as some beautiful rosemary to use in tea, but I might use it in spelt work actually. It was just a really cool day. So I want to say a huge thank you to everybody that has supported me at that shop throughout this year. That was the last time that I'm going to be there for 2024, but we are going to definitely be doing some dates for 2025. A massive thank you to Kelly for hosting and holding space and always making me feel so special and so valued and welcomed when I come over there. Probably one of the best witchy shops in Wiltshire. So thank you so much for the magic if you came to support in any way, shape or form. So what's happening this Monday? Well, I've acquired a new cheeky deck, and this one's really cool actually. So this is called the Twin Tarot Oracle, and it's by Jenny Bethel, and the artwork is by Rachel Hammond. So I'll just hold that up close so you can sort of see that there. Now this is actually an oracle deck, even though it says Twin Tarot, and basically what you have is two parts. So like the box pick takes, you have a positive side and then you have a more negative side. So you have the light side and then the dark side. So I thought this would be really cool to work with. There's something a little bit alternative, something a little bit different. So let's have a little look. These are the cards. So let's give them a knock. Let's give them a shuffle. Let's see where the energies are this week, and let's see what the tarot or what the oracle has to say. So channeling these for the highest of good for this week. Let's see what the messages are. Let's see where the energies are taking us. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we're going into the energy of the Fool, but it's the Fool reversed, so it's the slightly more negative side of the Fool. So maybe this is being or going to be a week where you feel a little bit stressed. Maybe you're going to be feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Traditionally, the Fool is about being very carefree, you know, very light, very bright. So maybe some of us are going to be feeling a little bit sort of overwhelmed with headspace. Maybe some of us are going to be a little bit you know, just maybe feeling like we're a bit vulnerable, maybe losing our bearings a bit this week. So if you feel like things are going to be a little bit heavy and a little bit sort of soul destroying, be prepared for it now and don't get triggered by stuff. I think, you know, sometimes as people, we allow ourselves to be consumed in the noise, which is almost what's happening here with the Fool. They're getting consumed in all this noise and all these clouds are a little bit negative and everything else. And actually, sometimes we just need to process. Sometimes we need to just space clear. So don't be consumed in the loudness. I know some people are starting to really struggle with Christmas coming in already. And for some people, Christmas is a really exciting time. It's a really amazing time. And for other people, this bombarding of Christmas, you know, can be really negative. It can be really heavy. I'm seeing a lot of posts going up where it's like, I don't know, 20 days or 30 days or however many bloody days it is until Christmas Day and all the rest of it. And for some people, that is quite a lot of pressure, you know, and it's almost like if you love Christmas, great, but if it's not for you, then don't sort of feel forced into a space. Is that a grey hair? I'm hoping that's just a blonde hair. Oh, it's just a blonde hair. I was just looking on the camera then and thinking, shit, is that a grey hair? That would be me if it was a grey one. Ooh, like, it's all cool. But yeah, so the Fool is about not letting things trigger us, not getting consumed in stuff. So if Christmas time is not your thing, try your best to sort of not get pulled into it all. I'm just using that as a very loose example because I know some people are getting stressed with it already. But whatever you're up against, whatever you're battling, whatever you're going through, don't give away your power, I actually think is the message this week with this particular Fool card. And in the conventional version of the Fool, it's about being at that point of points. So having an awareness for the future but not fearing it, being mindful of the past but not reliving it. So maybe at the moment thoughts could be traveling quite a lot, you know, between the pressures of the future and the anxieties or, you know, the traumas that maybe you've been carrying from the past. And of course heal from stuff, but don't stay stuck victimized to anything. So it's an interesting one this week, you know, but essentially try and get your bearings back so that you can be a bit more lighthearted, because the Fool conventionally is about being lighthearted, being sort of in that energy of kind of being guided by the universe, the breath of life. But because this card is the negative version, we're looking at things that maybe are a little bit more triggering or a little bit more suppressive this week. But don't lose your bearings, don't get stuck in anything that maybe is a little bit negative or a little bit overwhelming. Shake it off, be fabulous, and keep vibing in your own cycle, in your own lane, as best as you kind of can. So I hope this kind of message makes a little bit of sense for you. I'm just going to see if the book says anything out of interest, just with the negative version of the Fool, just because it's always interesting to sort of see the pictations. So let's just have a little look and see if there's any other words or ideas of encouragement with the book's version of that a minute. Oh yeah, because they say the dark side and the light side. Oh, okay, it's got a little incantation. Also, it says things like here, like don't act too impulsively, could cause harm to self. That's interesting. I will not be foolish. I will be aware. In any new ventures, I tread with care. Naivety, rashness, foolishness, carelessness, thoughtlessness. So that's interesting. So as well as maybe our own thoughts and feelings, that's also going into our actions, how we choose to be. So be very careful with the choices, with the decisions. Watch our step, watch our footing, which makes sense to the fact that this one's nearly falling off the back. So you can see it that way as well. So that's interesting, definitely. So I hope that this makes sense for you guys. Interesting. I like these cards. They're cool. So I'm going to leave that with you. Keep shining, stay well, stay bright, stay fabulous. A couple of cheeky shouts just to let you know that this coming Friday, I'm over in Banwell for the last of this year's True Magic Shop and Chill events run by the beautiful Dawn Energy Witch. Readings with myself are fully booked for that event, so apologies if you've not been able to secure a space. What was I going to say? Mum's going to be there with her stall at that one as well. So if you're needing some sort of cheeky little bits and pieces, you'll be able to sort of top up on your goodies there. And then Saturday, I'm doing something a bit different on Saturday. I'm over at Colour and Crystals in Trowbridge, but I'm doing just an afternoon stint. So from 1 o'clock until 5. So if you want to come and see me on Saturday, I don't usually ever do weekends in Colour and Crystals in Trowbridge, but quite a lot of people have been asking me, you know, is there an opportunity? So we've created one. So 1 o'clock until 5, there is an opportunity for you to come and have a reading with me at Colour and Crystals in Trowbridge. Would be lovely to see you guys there if you're free and if you're available. So get involved, drop Jo a message at the shop and she can get you booked in. Also, the big one coming up, Saturday the 23rd of this month, I'm going to be over in Kent and I will be at the Avenue Theatre in Sittingbourne in Kent doing my next date of my Spirit Magic tour. For a cheeky night of mediumship. It's a beautiful intimate theatre, so if you're in and around the Kent area and you want to come and support that, or you know people that might be interested, you know, drop them a message, let them know, make them aware that I'm in the area. Kent is a debut place for me to be sort of demoing, but I'm very, very excited. It's going to be fabulous. So lots of really cool things happening at the moment. So yeah, I will leave that with you. I'm also doing Zooms throughout the week. So if you've secured your Zoom space, thank you very much. I will look forward to seeing you there. And also want to say a huge thank you to those people that are continuing to get behind and support our Never Cross a Witch Bitch podcast. They seem to be really, really well received. We're getting some lush feedback. So thank you very much. If you're enjoying listening to myself, Lucy and Carly in our Never Cross a Witch Bitch podcast, little cheeky chat and ramble. So lots of cool stuff going on. Have a beautiful week. Don't get stressed, you know, don't get sort of overwhelmed with this. Don't lose your bearings with this. And yeah, I hope it makes a bit of sense. Have a cool one and I'll see some of you very soon. Much love. Take care. Bye for now.